I was just sitting here thinking about the Reaper vessels. That's what it is, y'all. Everybody Reaper vessel. All this tree, this whole tree is Reapers, probably. The heart flow, everybody. And they got different functions. I know people like to make jokes about God destroying death. You know, death. Who else would be old as God? Death. I would see him more as friends than anything. But that's what it is. The whole tree is Reaper vessel. Reaper vessel is just a jacket, if I ain't mistaken, a float. So Michael could have possibly been a Reaper vessel. See, it's like we gotta understand this stuff. Like the heart float, that whenever I brought Shawty over here, it was like she was like when they do black magic, they bury stuff. They do this magic to hide stuff in the spiritual. They bury it. Well, that particular Reaper dig it up. So I'm glad I got in that. I'm glad I touched down with her. I'm just not gonna use her no more though until this almost over with. If I have to. But I know exactly how. It's like, bro, I figured out something, I think. I figured out something real good. But it'll be hard for me to test the theory because of who I am with God. I would have to descend greatly to really get to the bottom of that. Because I would have to expand my energy again in a way that God might not approve. But like some people, some tree, they can welcome 30 people. I can't welcome but 13. So you gotta think about it. If it's the Reaper, you got 8.2 billion people. It ain't that many Reaper. Well, it may be. I don't know. Reaper. Like my grandma and my grandpa probably were Reaper floats, both of them. And that's why they had the kids they had, because it would make more sense for them kind of kids with that kind of power, with that kind of gene, to be had by Reapers. Who else can watch a child like that? Who else can deal with that? And I was just sitting here thinking, I did a lecture a long time ago when I had that near-death experience. I said I seen the Reaper, and he was going. So I said, where you going? He said, I'm going back to eat hamburgers. And that's what I've been stuck. I've been stuck in a situation where I can eat hamburgers all I want to if I want to. I said, I don't want no more hamburgers. But and so I've been thinking about that stuff, bro. It's like everything that I said in that near-death experience, everything coming true. That's why I went on here and part her, cause she wasn't playing. It was never like she was digging, bro. It's like she the grave digger, she a barrier, bro, or something. And it's like she coming through with a plow. So you just see this world, bro, and it's like these different Reapers. And you got this one Reaper sounding like a lawnmower coming through. And they just plowing up stuff. And it's like other people in the spiritual that's working like, oh my God. It's like they probably knew about it, just didn't want to dig it up. But oh, it was planned for it or something like that. And she was like, what is this? I'm gonna tap everything. Tap the mission, everything. God got something planned. So I had to park up, but same with the heart. I'm just sitting here thinking now though with the heart flow, for everybody that's been in my energy in this tree, they all Reaper vessels. I can tell that by their relationship with their lovers. I don't say nothing about all that, but I just know. I can just tell. Reaper vessels. And you know what's crazy? Now watch this. Y'all can say this is a joke if you want to. Oh, he just no, not really. Cause I was sitting here thinking about it, like, I done seen this before. And I thought about it. It's an anime series. I want to buy it too. I want to buy it like Vologo and all the rest of the stuff I planned on buying. If I would have been able to get the money I wanted, I was gonna buy them out. See if I could buy them out. There's an anime that talks about this, just like I'm talking about it. And I just never thought about it. Bleach. The anime Bleach. The Reaper Vessels. I was like, that's it. So they seen that's putting proof on what I'm talking about. They noticed that too. We don't fabricate nothing. They noticed that too. That probably was somebody that was in a situation like that a long time ago and got out of it. And that's what it is. They Reaper Vessels. That's another cartoon. I wanted to buy it out because it got that and Afro Samurai. I wanted to put my own music on Afro Samurai. But and my music would go good with Afro Samurai. But Reaper Vessels, that's what it is. Ain't no color. It's just different people with different variety of skills. So you just look at it, you got, okay, you got this. With the heart flow, I had to think about it. I was like, oh, you immediately you look at it like a love flow. Yeah, maybe. But the heart flow is more gradually digging. So let's say the barrier reaper coming from this side. Heart float coming from this side, which is up top with me. Ain't no bad or good, it's just different sides on this part. But this is the end of the line, and this is the beginning of the line. And it's like, the heart float, I work in front of the heart float. You know what I'm saying? No, I work behind the heart float. And she did, let me see, how'd that go? No, in front of, I work in front of it, and I dig up the stuff, and she analyzed it as I dig, and let's say the stuff is going over me. She analyzed it, observe it, and work with it, see what's going on, and she stayed there for a while. So I'm getting ahead of her. But she always, it's like karma always go around, same thing with this heart flow. So that's why it makes sense. I'm saying, I was wondering why I gotta keep my jets apart. That's why, that's a lot of reason why. Because me and her working in an orderly fashion. But it's like this barrier is digging. It's going from the front to the top. And it's not looking at the surface. It's not looking at what we seeing. It's underground like a trimmer, like the movie Trimmer. And but it ain't. You can see it, but it's dragging something, that's digging something from out of the ground, and this stuff is coming out the ground. So it's like all three of us could work good together, but I ain't gonna let it ride like this. It's like I can utilize her, or I ain't gotta utilize her, because with the way me and this other person is working, it's gonna dig up anyway, you know. And so that's why, that explains why my float gotta be traversed. So let's say I get to a head and she get caught up in all the stuff, then I would have to crank up the jet, and somehow it paved the way for her. She get caught back up and we do it again. It's a slow process. And it's best that I do it like that. And that's it. That's it. Add it to the anime too. That's it. So it's like, I didn't really get to utilize, I don't utilize G-Float enough to know exactly how hers work, but I know the flame, because we how we are made together. I just know how hers work, and I just know it's too dark, and for me to talk about it online. And that's how I know. That's why I always call it Hell Float. And Bushy Brown, she can put you in a loop in hell for so many days. That's how I feel. She can put you in this loop, and it feel like hell for so long. It's like, let's say you're already in a loop. She can put you under a spell that you'll feel like you're in hell while you're in the loop. Temporary if you piss her off. I never really had a problem when it was like, I don't know, like I wanted her to come through. When I first met Bushy Brown, I thought she was sexy as hell. That's when she was. Last time I seen her, she probably was 130 pounds, if that big. And I think she was living still in Florida. And I know she was building a birdhouse. I wanted to meet her so bad. But I ain't get to meet her. But she still got in my energy though. And I could tell by the accomplishments she made when I used to follow her. Cause it's cause of her she locked Diddy up. I mean, she the one brought Diddy out of here, got Diddy out of here. That energy, cause she afloat. That's how it worked. Like when she poured her energy into that, just that one reading, that's how powerful floats are. And see, she was at that point, that time she probably was just getting out there, getting hot and cocky. She wasn't like that though, fully then. So she probably still was pure. But this is the thing what I learned, especially in the streets. When you start waking up your spiritual ability, your physical, fleshly desires will wake up as well. So it's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, fork in the road. And a lot of people will go down the wrong road. It's just a simple mistake, really. But and when I seen how powerful just them alone, I just stopped. I could tell it's like, so now when you look at the cartoon, all these Reapers got these different abilities. Everybody got a different ability. And what it'll do to you. That's the same thing here. Somebody just turned it into an anime. But we all went through the same stuff. All them people been through the Dark Night of the Soul. The one who made that, the one who made Naruto, the one who made Dragon Ball, all them are Dark Night of the Soul stories, bro. Somebody who done had to stay alone for so long that they woke up something inside of them. Let me see. Somebody got an anime. I'm hoping that G got the anime. But I think you're doing it with probably one of my nephews or my cousins, somebody I don't really deal with. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But don't try to make my jacket. Don't try to copy that jacket. I already got how my superhero look. Nobody know it. Nobody know it. My superhero ain't no superhero like that. I only told one thing about my superhero is that he got the flyest tux in the world. He look like a Reaper. But he can walk around normal. But when he walk into his power, you'll know it. And it's like, there ain't nobody ever seen a jacket like this. Nobody. Well, there's something sort of one like that on Naruto, where it look like the hands on it. You know, but it look like one of them little plant things. But it's different though. And of course, this superhero gonna be black. It's gonna be a black superhero right here. I don't think it's one out there. It might be. I don't know. It's gonna be a black one. And if it ain't a black one, it's gonna be one made. Well, it's gonna be black and it's gonna be black and melanin, like a energy type of thing. I can't tell you the rest of it though. But with the little mohawk like my stuff, I gotta get my hair right. I gotta fix my hair. My hair naturally get my little mohawk. The front and top of my hair always grow like that. But eventually I'm gonna have to grow them dreads out. It's like my hair give me power, certain ability too, but I don't want to get into that right now. I'm learning other stuff about my body. It's something about my hair too though. But cause I noticed me and that Flame Boat, that movie was kicking, I noticed every time I would cut my hair I would get real bad sick. And I stay sick, get sick, keep getting sick. Until I finally grow my dreads out and then stop getting sick, never get sick again. I don't know what the hell that is. I just noticed that at work. My job started noticing that. And the bosses would say that, saying like, you gotta stay out more when you ain't got your hair on your head. You might as well grow your dreads out. That's what the bosses would say. And I said, damn, I didn't even notice that. And I started paying attention to it and I'm like, they might be right. And then when I was in jail and they cut my hair off, ooh, I got so sick. They had to put me by myself. But I seen people take the thing that you put over your head, what the women use to put over their head to dry their head. People pick the hair out of them shit. Witches and warlocks, they pick the hair out of it. People go above and beyond, bro. Look for your soap, go through your toilet, everything. But anyway, that's it though. That's it. It's like a reaper. I was just saying a thing. I was like, all these girls have a common ground. It's like R got a unique gift, but I'd rather meet her. I don't want to talk about her online neither, cause our gift helped me in jail, cause they was supposed to send me off in jail, and her gift, her higher self, got me out of jail. I want to tell that story, but I better not right now with all this going on. Her higher self got me out of jail. And I really wasn't even dealing with her. We wasn't even in each other's energy like that then. Her higher self got me out of jail. And I knew that was her. Cause I seen her, I ain't really seen her, cause when she do her little card reading, you can't even see her back then. And but she got this certain persona about her. And I knew it was her. I knew it was her. And when I got out of jail, I started following her for a while, but that fell off quick. But all them girls, I'm sitting here thinking, I said, them damn girls, all of us reapers. And then I'm thinking about my grandparents, both of them was reapers. Both of them. That's why my grandma was so mean. That's probably why she was. It ain't that they mean, they like hollow. They good people. My grandparents was the best parents in the damn world. That's why I used to say, I don't know what happened to a kid, but I know now. But my grandparents, man, they were awesome. My grandpa was fucking awesome, boy. My grandpa got on me one time when he was gonna break that chair over my head. That's it. But we always were close. We were close as hell. My grandpa was funny as hell. I'm telling y'all, I wish I could have met. But my grandma was too. I remember my grandma told me she gonna sneak behind my grandpa back because they had plenty of money. And she said, come here, boy. Come here real quick. I need you to come up here. Everybody else won't do it, but I need you to do it for me. I said, what's up? She said, I want you to take me up to Anderson, and we gotta take the truck. I said, the truck? She said, yeah, I'm gonna buy a four-wheeler. I said, I ain't taking you nowhere. I said, I ain't taking you nowhere. And then she still made me take her up there. She was finna buy this Harley Davidson truck. I said, you ain't getting that neither. And they done pulled it out to the front for and everything. I'm talking about this woman 80, this woman 90 years old, bro. You might as well say. I said, you ain't finna get that neither. She said, you lame. I thought you were real and cool. She said, I wouldn't let you drove it. I said, nah, I'm good. But that was it though. But that's it though. That's what it is. I said, them girls reaping. And it's like, they ain't mean they hollow angel. They hollow. Not no bad way. They just hollow. I was sitting here thinking about how things is really working out, and people don't know it. People see stuff like this going on, and you get in your own way. You get in this situation, you are in a spiritual court. You are being observed by something that's there, but you don't feel like it's there. And if you're a historian, if you're in the dark night of the soul and they ain't successfully killed you, you're probably a historian. And you probably got your own satellite. They ain't gonna kill you, they can't. It ain't gonna happen. Because you like a judge or something over there. You something big, spectacular, huge. They better damn not. Unless they want to fucking storm to clean their asses clean on up. And by all of them, the whole town, whole country. They know better, so they gotta wait it out. You got no choice to wait it out. If you're stuck in the dark night of the soul, you're in a spiritual court. So they observing you in the spiritual court. And if you can maintain your cool and just walk into Jesus, this is one of the best times in the world to practice getting close to Jesus, because it's like, okay, now let's look at the Jesus Christ story, the book. The Jesus Christ book, you can also look at it like when you going through something, death, especially something like death, courts, all that stuff. You need to get into this Jesus mode. You get into this Jesus mode, you can heal any damn thing just about if it's meant for you to be healed. And you're going to be able to see it in the spiritual. Like, let's say something causing you to get cancer or your kids to get cancer. Well, you can get in that Jesus mode, and it's going to tap your ass into what's called, what this illness is coming from. And once you heal it in the spiritual, there should be no problem for you to heal it in the physical. And this is facts. Straight up facts. Straight up facts. And so what it is like the biggest issue I got is this traverse situation with this test. Like, it's a test to make you descend, but it's also a test to help you ascend. And you gotta use it right. Like, I might just let my jet stay at my dock with my S jacket. She probably got friends and other things she got going on, but she know not to say nothing about it. And she want me to give her more, let's say she want me to give her more oil, but I can't like she wanted, because I'm a descend myself, and I'm on a mission for God right now. Even though y'all see this stuff on the physical, let me make it simple for you. Let's say she an agent in the physical, and I'm an agent in the spiritual though. So it's like we working hand in hand. I have to be traverse about it. That's just an example. I don't know about all that now. I don't know if that's real for her, but it's real for me. So it's like we work hand in hand, and I can't give her all like she want to. Everybody want my oil though. I only shared it with my new one once, and I can pretty much guess she wanted to. It's good oil now. It's real good oil. Good stuff happened to you, you know what I'm saying? But so what happened is when I detach from that energy, even my skin tone will change a little bit for a while. And if I stay detached, my own childlike skin. Cause this little kid look come upon me somehow. It's like that's a kid judge. That's some kind of kid. Like, okay, now let's go back to Bleach again. With the young kid, it's like that's real. It's a kid judge, and it's like a kid judge that jumps in me, and it'd be like I look like, but I gotta be detached from other energies for a long time. This is the anime stuff. I gotta be detached from the other energy for a long time. And in other words, saying to the astral, I ain't got nobody. So that judge will kick in, and then I become the autopilot. Basically, they take over. They be the pilot. And but yeah, for my S jacket, that's why I don't do it. And for her, it might be hurting her. She think it is, but it's not. Because it's like, I'm just saying, let's utilize this. This might not be how it is. Say she working on the physical. Well, your physical is not gonna manifest if it's not gonna manifest in the spiritual. And I can see in the spiritual that whatever you got going on, it's gonna backfire. It ain't gonna work. So if we do it this way, the traverse way, it's gonna come hand to hand with each other. So it's like this clock again. Like I said, that clock where you can find twins of flame. Y'all gotta line up together. Everything. It's just, I'm seeing things so crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm wondering why I'm not getting tired. I'm wondering why my hair turned solid white. All that. It's just amazing. And when you see them movies where they say they try to take God mind, they want everything, know everything God, and their head blow up, and they can't take it. And somebody jump in and say, why did you do that? You can't do that. Nobody can hold all the knowledge of God. And by then it's too late. Like the man on the Hulk, his mind, his head kept getting big. Yeah, you can't do it. The information that God got feeds every cell in your body, not just your brain. There's a brain in your stomach as well. It ain't just your brain. And so, long story short, I just can't do it. But anyway, so that's what it is though. That bleach, I was looking at that bleach. I said, these girls, I mean, this tree, all this tree is it's like somebody trying to take out our tree and cipher the energy. And we gotta fight for our tree, no matter who we are. I don't care what kind of love you got. Your love is garbage when it comes to your tree. It don't matter who you think you are out there and who you think they are. Anything that got anything to do with taking the light of God out ain't worth it. They're like somebody trying to do a Mercury ritual, I think. That ain't gonna work. But it's like, this is the test of a chosen. So it's like, at this point, at this time, I'm looking behind even the elite people. I'm like, what's going on for real? And it's like, the chosen one, it's like they got a list of things to do to the chosen. And if they pass these tests, they good. And the only test I'm having a problem with is that damn test, that tool test. That's it. The rest of them is a breeze, bro. But it's interesting. That's why I said I'm taking a break. I'm so tired. I can feel it. But I ain't tired like I need to sleep, sick, or nothing like that. I'm just tired. I've been doing this for 7 years. Same thing every day, all day long. 7 years straight. And I was just sitting here talking to the astro about weaving. Cause that's a strong one. That's a strong magic that they do too. But it ain't the weaving that you think it can be. But it's, you can weave in any kind of way. You can weave in art. Drawing, I mean. That's another one. These are angelic abilities though, I think. That's why my grandma used to sit there. I know my grandma used to weave a lot. Everybody old grandma used to weave a lot. I see why now. There's something about weaving. There's something about one of mine supposed to have been lovers is weaving right now, I think. But And the old South Node jackets, they floats. They're the same thing. We all from the same tree. But they started attacking me. Somebody paid them to attack me. But they didn't know it. Like it's somebody named Angelina, Maya, Myra, Tina, Kathy. These are old people. It's over now. Trying to think of the women. It's a lot of them. Debbie Yancey. No, Debbie Nancy. Debbie Nancy. Oh, Yancey, I can't remember. Michaela Kayla. Marissa, I think. Sophie. Them old. No, them new. Them new. Not Michaela and Kayla though. Sam. Samantha. Of course, Kim and that flame over there. Riley with an A, Riley with an I. Oh, shout out there. My devil boo. Who else? They the South Node version. There's a lot of them. I wish I'd have knew this in the beginning though. And I wish I'd have knew this in the beginning. And I would have hollered at them girls. I didn't even try to holler at them girls back in the day. I ain't even bother. We was on the same blocks, on the same street. I mean, we wasn't against each other now. Hey, Ashley. And these are any race people, bro. Candy, I think, or something.